The White House Rose Garden, a symbol of presidential prestige and a living testament to American history, has long been the backdrop for momentous announcements and quiet reflection alike. Its carefully manicured lawns and elegant floral displays have witnessed decades of political drama, celebrations, and moments of national significance. Recently, the garden underwent a major renovation, with the goal of blending flawless design and modern functionality while honoring its storied past. Teams of skilled workers toiled for months, laying new limestone pavers and refreshing the landscaping to create a space that would inspire awe for generations to come. But on a warm August morning, as sunlight filtered through the leaves, President Trump made a startling discovery: a long, ugly crack snaking its way over 25 yards through the brand-new limestone walkway. The flaw was impossible to miss, disrupting the garden's symmetry and drawing immediate concern. This was no minor imperfection. It was a deep, jagged gash, marring the very centerpiece of the garden and threatening the integrity of the entire renovation. The damage was both physical and symbolic, casting a shadow over the project's success. The limestone had been chosen not only for its timeless beauty, but also for its reputation for strength and durability. It was meant to withstand the elements and the passage of time, serving as a foundation for countless future ceremonies and gatherings. Now, the garden's perfection was shattered in an instant. Confusion rippled through the staff and workers, quickly giving way to frustration and anger. How could such a glaring flaw have gone unnoticed until now? Was this the result of deliberate vandalism, or a sign of incompetence during the renovation? The questions were immediate, urgent, and deeply unsettling for everyone involved. The garden, once a source of national pride and a symbol of renewal, now bore a glaring wound for all to see. The sense of loss was palpable. The timing made the discovery even more painful. The renovation had just been completed, celebrated by staff and the public alike as a triumph of design and craftsmanship. Instead of leaving behind a legacy of excellence, the Rose Garden was now the scene of a perplexing and infuriating mystery, one that demanded answers and swift resolution. The president, determined to restore the garden's integrity and reputation, demanded immediate answers and decisive action. The search for the truth behind the crack had only just begun. For President Trump, the crack in the White House stonework was more than just a routine maintenance issue. It felt like a personal insult, a blemish on the very symbol of his leadership. The White House wasn't just a residence or an office. To him, it was a reflection of his own standards, his reputation, and the legacy he hoped to leave behind. Every detail mattered, and any imperfection was unacceptable. As a builder and a businessman, Trump prided himself on perfection and quality. He had spent decades overseeing construction projects where only the best materials and the highest standards would do. The damaged stone struck at his core values, challenging the very principles he had built his career on. It wasn't just about aesthetics. It was about pride, discipline, and the relentless pursuit of excellence. On Truth Social, his outrage was unmistakable. He questioned whether the damage was the result of deliberate sabotage or sheer incompetence. Was someone trying to undermine him, or was it simply a case of carelessness? His followers quickly picked up on his anger, fueling speculation and debate online. Trump had personally selected the finest materials for every project he touched, and the White House was no exception. He had insisted on premium stone, top-tier craftsmanship, and rigorous quality control. Seeing that damage, despite all precautions, made the situation even more infuriating. It felt like a betrayal of trust and a failure of oversight. He demanded immediate accountability from his staff and contractors, refusing to let the matter be buried in bureaucracy or endless paperwork. Trump wanted answers, and he wanted them fast. He expected those around him to share his sense of urgency and commitment to resolving the issue. His management style, direct, demanding, and results-driven, was on full display. He called meetings, issued orders, and made it clear that excuses would not be tolerated. For Trump, leadership meant taking charge and ensuring that everyone was held to the highest possible standard. The investigation wasn't just about fixing a crack in the wall, it was about upholding a standard of excellence that he believed the White House and the nation deserved. Every step of the repair process was scrutinized, from reviewing security footage to inspecting the quality of the replacement stone. In Trump's eyes, the White House was a national treasure, a symbol of American strength and resilience. It deserved nothing less than flawless craftsmanship and meticulous care. Anything less was simply unacceptable. The damage was a violation of that standard, and his public fury sent a clear message. Carelessness, neglect, or sabotage would not be tolerated under his watch. He wanted everyone to know that he took this affront seriously and that he expected swift justice. The search for the responsible party began in earnest, fueled by both personal and professional indignation. For Trump, this was about more than just repairing a crack. It was about defending his reputation, protecting the nation's most iconic building, and proving that excellence was not negotiable. To find answers, Trump turned to the White House's extensive security cameras. Confident the incident was caught on tape, he ordered a review of all footage near the walkway. Security staff combed through hours of video, searching for anything unusual, heavy equipment, odd movements, or moments of impact. The investigation became a methodical hunt for a single telling moment. Technology offered what speculation could not: hard evidence. Soon, the team isolated footage of a subcontractor's crew working exactly where the crack appeared. The video was clear and damning, capturing the precise actions that led to the damage. Trump's faith in the system was vindicated. We caught them cold. The mystery was solved not by guesswork, but by the silent testimony of digital surveillance. The evidence was irrefutable, and it was time to reveal the truth. The security footage told a story of negligence. Two workers, using a large yellow steel cart with a broken wheel, struggled to move a heavy shrub across the new limestone. The damaged cart tilted, causing its sharp metal edge to scrape directly against the stone. Each push carved a deep, continuous line, the very crack the president had found. Other workers, including a supervisor, watched but did nothing to stop the destruction. No one intervened, switched equipment, or carried the shrub by hand. The video was a masterclass in professional negligence and failed oversight. The damage wasn't vandalism, but a result of carelessness and poor equipment maintenance. In one careless moment, a routine task became a costly, embarrassing incident. With undeniable video evidence, President Trump acted swiftly. There would be no bureaucratic delays. He announced a three-part plan. First, the damaged stone would be replaced, not patched, restoring the walkway to perfection. Second, the subcontractor would pay the full cost of repairs, no burden on taxpayers. Third, the company was permanently banned from future White House work. These actions sent a clear message: negligence would have real, lasting consequences. The penalties were financial and reputational, setting a new standard for accountability. Damaging the White House grounds was, in Trump's eyes, an unforgivable breach of trust. The industry was put on notice. Only the highest standards would be accepted. Trump's public handling of the incident turned what could have been a quiet, behind-the-scenes mishap into a national lesson for everyone in the construction industry. By addressing the issue openly, he ensured that the story reached far beyond the White House gates, sparking conversations in boardrooms and job sites across the country. Contractors everywhere took note. If a mistake like this could happen at the most secure and prestigious address in America, it could happen anywhere. The message was clear: no project, no matter how high-profile or well-funded, is immune to human error or oversight. The broken cart quickly became more than just a piece of damaged equipment. It was a symbol of preventable failure, a reminder that even small lapses can have big consequences. It underscored the importance of strict oversight, regular maintenance, and a culture of accountability on every job site. Supervisors and managers were reminded that their job is to intervene, not just observe from a distance. Active leadership means catching problems before they escalate and being present enough to guide teams through challenges as they arise. The financial and reputational fallout from even a single incident can be devastating. For many contractors, this story served as a powerful motivator to double-check safety protocols, improve training, and ensure that every detail is accounted for before disaster strikes. Trump's decisive action in the aftermath reinforced his image as a leader who not only demands high standards, but also enforces them without hesitation. His response sent a message to all levels of management. Accountability starts at the top. For future government projects, expectations were now crystal clear. There would be zero tolerance for error. Every contractor, supervisor, and worker understood that the bar had been raised and that excellence was not just encouraged, but required. The incident also highlighted a new reality for the industry: digital accountability. In today's world, mistakes can be recorded, reviewed, and broadcast instantly, leaving little room for cover-ups or excuses. In an age of constant surveillance, every action on a job site is subject to scrutiny. Workers and managers alike must operate with the understanding that transparency is now the norm, not the exception. The Rose Garden drama became more than just a headline. It became a cautionary tale for the modern contractor, a vivid reminder that vigilance, leadership, and accountability are essential at every level of every project. The White House is more than a building. It's a living symbol of American history. Every inch, including the Rose Garden, carries deep significance. Working here is a privilege, demanding the utmost care and respect. The limestone crack wasn't just a construction flaw, it was a violation of a national treasure. Historic sites require diligence and a preservation mindset, not just routine labor. The supervisor's failure to act showed a lack of leadership and respect for history. Preserving these spaces honors the nation's memory and identity. Trump's insistence on full restoration was a statement, no compromise on quality or respect. The garden's integrity reflects the nation's respect for its own story. Restoration began with sourcing new limestone to match the original perfectly. The White House team worked with suppliers to ensure a seamless repair. Skilled masons carefully removed the damaged stones, avoiding further harm. Each new paver was set with precision, blending flawlessly with the walkway. The goal? Make the repair invisible, erasing all traces of the incident. The process was slow and meticulous, a stark contrast to the carelessness that caused the damage. When finished, the garden's path was once again smooth and unbroken. The restoration was a testament to doing things right, upholding the highest standards. The project became a lesson in craftsmanship and respect for historic spaces. The cracked limestone saga is a lesson in the importance of details. A single broken wheel led to a cascade of costly consequences. Trump's builder's mindset underscored that excellence depends on every component. Technology, security cameras, provided clear, indisputable evidence and swift resolution. The incident highlighted the necessity of diligent oversight and active supervision. The passive supervisor became a symbol of failed leadership. Responsibility flows from the top down. Lack of oversight can be as damaging as direct negligence. The Rose Garden was restored, the contractor held accountable, and a powerful message sent. The story reminds us standards matter, and there are no shortcuts to quality.